If it's OPC, we've got it covered. Welcome to OPC Expert Plugged In, where we break down the tech and tackle real-world challenges. Let's dive in.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit. You've got Python, right? Incredibly agile, powerful, driving so much innovation. And then over here, you have all this critical real-time data flowing from industrial systems. Think factories, energy grids, manufacturing plants. The big challenge has always been, how do you actually bridge that gap, without getting totally tangled up in proprietary wires and protocols, some of which are pretty ancient.
Yeah, that gap has historically been a huge hurdle. It's fascinating, really. Industrial data felt locked away, almost inaccessible to modern IT tools and languages. So in this deep dive, we're focusing specifically on OPC Expert with Python. It's a solution really designed to make that specific connection seamless, basically allowing Python developers to get their hands on real-time data and even control industrial processes much more easily than before.
Right. So our mission today, essentially, is to explore how OPC Expert with Python actually delivers on that promise. We want to cut through the noise, give you a clear picture of what it can do, and how it simplifies dealing with all that diverse industrial data, get you informed fast. So when we talk about simplifying things, what's the core mechanism? How does OPC Expert with Python actually open up that industrial data to Python?
Okay, so at its heart, OPC Expert with Python lets Python developers connect really smoothly with industrial automation data. And it does this using a standard modern REST API. Now, this is kind of a game changer because it means you, the developer, aren't grappling directly with obscure industrial protocols in your Python code. You're using familiar web tech.
A REST API. Okay, I get that. And what does that translate to practically? What can you do with the data once you have that access?
Well, you can read live OPC data, obviously. Create trends, monitor real-time updates from pretty much any industrial source. But it's not just live data. You can also pull historical trends for, deeper analysis and reporting. That's critical for spotting patterns, optimizing things. And importantly, you can also write set points. You can actually control industrial processes from your Python apps.
Right, set points. So like adjusting a temperature or changing a motor speed.
Exactly, or triggering a whole production sequence, things that used to be much more complex to achieve from the IT side.
That is powerful because getting both real-time and historical data and then being able to write back, that usually involved a pretty steep learning curve. You mentioned the data comes in a specific format, too. Why is that important for the Python folks?
Right. All of this data, which can be quite complex underneath, gets delivered in a simple, easy-to-use JSON format. And that's not just a small detail, it's a huge win. Think about sensor readings, machine states. They just appear as straightforward text dictionaries. It means Python developers can immediately use standard libraries and tools they already know. They kind of bypass years of specialized OT operational technology knowledge you used to need. It really democratizes access.
Okay, that makes sense. So that wide accessibility sounds great for different environments. But what about the learning curve? If someone's coming purely from IT, how quickly can they start using this?
That's where another standout feature really helps. It offers automatic Python code generation. It literally spits out Python code snippets for you. It gives you the exact lines you need for easy implementation in your own project. So it removes the need for that deep, often kind of arcane OPC programming knowledge. It just cuts down manual coding time significantly. It's all about abstracting away the industrial complexity, letting developers focus on their application logic, their analysis.
That sounds like a massive time saver.
Yeah.
And when you say diverse industrial data, what protocols are we actually talking about here? What systems can it connect to?
Yeah, we really mean diverse. It has broad protocol support, so that includes OPC Classic, that's DA for real-time, HDA for historical, and also OPC UA, which covers both real-time and historical, too. Bridging Classic and UA is often a big headache, and this handles it.
Okay, Classic and UA. Got it. Anything else?
Oh, yeah. Beyond OPC, it also supports MQTT and Modbus, so you're definitely not locked into one type of system. It even includes things like an MQTT broker, publisher, and subscriber, plus Modbus master and slave support, really flexible for various IoT scenarios, too.
And for, let's say, larger enterprise deployments, what's the story with compatibility? Where can you actually run this?
Pretty much anywhere. It's got fantastic cross-platform compatibility. Any hardware PC, Mac, phone, even a PLC. And any OS, Windows, Linux, Android, iOS. For the industrial side specifically, it runs on Windows XP all the way up to Windows 11 and Server 2003 right through to Server 2022. And maybe one of the best parts, no external dependencies needed, it just works. No hunting for third-party drivers or complex installs, which often bog down these kinds of projects.
Right, simplifies deployment quite a bit. So let's wrap this up. What does this all mean for you, the listener?
Well, it seems it's really about simplifying that complex world of industrial data, especially for Python developers, IoT engineers, data scientists. It gives you a way to connect pretty effortlessly using a standard REST API. You can read live values, write set points, look at trends, and it's all delivered in that easy-to-handle JSON format. Plus, that automatic code generation gives you a running start, and the broad protocol support means it likely works with the systems you have. And this leads to maybe a provocative thought to leave you with. In a world where operational data is absolutely key for staying competitive, how might a tool like this one that automates the tricky code generation, standardizes all these different data streams, how might that fundamentally change the speed at which you can develop and roll out new automation and IoT solutions? What new possibilities does that unlock for innovation right there on the factory floor or even beyond?